Let's turn this Dollar Tree tag into something rustic that sort of fits my style a little bit better. So the first thing we're going to do is pop those stars off, and then we're going to work on the back. I'm going to paint this entire back of the tag with this pretty skyline color blue paint. So I did give it 2 coats of paint, and you do want to make sure to dry it well in between each coat. So I sped this second coat up here really quickly. And then we are going to come over to this piece of cardboard. I'm tracing the bottom of a larger thing of paint on the bottom of it because that gave me the perfect size circle, and then trace the circle for the tag, and then we're just going to cut that out. So that's just a piece of cardboard we're cutting out. And now we're going to make it look rusty. So I'm going to take a dark gray color. I want to say this color was called Pavement. It was a darker gray. And then we're going to Mod Podge over top of it and add some cinnamon. And then I had to get my larger brush and add some more cinnamon, and then just another coat of Mod Podge over top of that. Then we're going to make sure it's nice and dry, and we're going to come in with some of that same color that we laid down, and then also some black. So we're using the darker Pavement color and then the black to make it look rusty. So then we're going to come over with our printable. This one is in our shop. If you want details, comment below. And we're going to go ahead and Mod Podge the bottom half of that onto our tag, and then we're going to take our little sanding block and sand it. Then we're going to come over and rip the edges around the wording here. And I'm just going to rip those up, and we're going to spray coffee on them to give them a rustic look, but I'm going to come back and make them even darker yet. So then I'm just going to sand my edges up top. Be careful you don't rip off your paper. And then we're going to glue on our little faux rusty, I don't even know what you want to call it, thing there for the tag. And then we're going to add some rub and buff around the edges of our tag. And I added a little bit of rub and buff to the middle too. Like I said, I was going for a very rustic vibe here for this one. So we added a little bit more rub and buff in along those stripes. Then I'm going to come over with some white paint and a little skewer, and we're just going to dab on some little white stars. So then we're going to make sure that's nice and dry. And once it's dry, we're going to Mod Podge the back of our God Bless the USA and put that a little bit crooked there in the center. And then we're going to come with some rope. This was also from Dollar Tree, and we're just going to tie a knot in it. And then I had this little burlap bow, and I'm going to dovetail the ends, and I'm just going to glue that to the bottom of the rope once I get those ends dovetailed. And I still wasn't happy with it. I wanted it a little bit darker. So what I did was I got some antique wax and I went over it with a baby wipe, and that just really made it even more rustic. And I just absolutely love how this turned out. If you don't like the rustic vibe, you obviously don't have to do the darkened edges and make it darker. You could just leave it as is. Either way is super cute. Let me know what you think of this project. Thanks so much for watching.